Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our Thursday evening Parent Academy webinar session. I am Tina Foston Hayes, the Parent Academy Specialist for Educational Opportunities and Outreach for the Alachua County Schools, and I welcome you this evening. Tonight, we will receive some helpful information from our guest speakers from TeensWork Alachua, Miss Anissa and Ms. Sade. Will be bringing us some great information. So I'm glad that you guys joined us. And just before we get started, I would like to go over a few housekeeping elements. Please keep your microphones on mute through the duration of the presentation. We will be monitoring your questions using the Q&A feature located at the bottom of your webinar window. You are able to ask questions throughout the presentation, and the ladies will jump right in and answer those for you. So please make sure down at the bottom of your webinar screen, there is a Q&A feature that you are able to click on. Please note that if you have any questions that I need to answer, please feel free to email me at parentacademy@gm.sbac.edu, and I will get those questions answered or forward it to the correct personnel to do that for you. And so without further ado, I'll turn it over to you ladies. Thank you so much for being here and joining us this evening.
Thank you, Tina, so much for the warm welcome and for the invite to speak to Alachua County parents tonight. Again, my name is Sade Goodlow. I am the program manager for TeensWork Alachua, and we also have Anissa Isaac on this call, who is the lead job coach for TeensWork Alachua. So as you may or may not know, TeensWork Alachua is a collaboration between the Children's Trust of Alachua County and is facilitated by Goodwill Industries of North Florida. We also receive funding from Cities for Financial Empowerment, who help us with the financial literacy aspect of our program. So without further ado, we can go right into the slideshow. So our mission is to provide eligible teens with paid internships and job opportunities to prepare them to succeed in employment. We are right now preparing for our summer session, so we're glad to be able to share this information with you guys right now as we are in our planning stages, but we will have more information for how your students can get involved shortly.
All right, so regarding student eligibility, just to give you some information on how the summer works. So students are paid $13 an hour during the summer, and they will be working 25 hours a week in our 6-week program. There is also a 2-week additional period on the end of our program, which serves as a makeup period. So if they miss any shifts due to summer commitments or anything that comes up, they're able to make up those hours. So youth must meet 3 eligibility requirements. So we work with ages 14 to 18. However, we are unable to accept applicants who have completed the 12th grade before June 1st, meaning that we can't work with any seniors. However, if they are between the ages of 14 to 18 and don't fit that other restriction, we welcome them on. They have to reside in Alachua County and be enrolled in an Alachua County school, or a GED program or a high school equivalency program. This could include online school. This could include homeschool programs as well. Sade, are there any other kind of aspects to that I'm kind of missing right now?
Nope, I think that covers it.
Okay, perfect. Just want to encompass all of the groups that we service.
Okay, so we just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about our process. As I already mentioned, our applications are now open, so we are receiving student applications right now, as well as worksite applications. So if you are here and you know some businesses that may be looking for some extra hands throughout the summer, please feel free to share the word to those business owners as well. Okay, so from about January to end of April, we will continue to receive applications. We will be fielding them, reaching out to students to have them complete our follow-up survey, and then come into our office to complete that onboarding process. The onboarding process consists of student interviews where we get to know our students a little bit better. We learn about their interests, their hobbies, and what kind of work they would like to do over the summer so that we can place them or match them with jobs that align with those interests. We, again, are also recruiting businesses as well. We try to look for a wide assortment of businesses to fit in with all of the career interests of our students. It's very important to us that students are placed in jobs that they actually care about, that they want to show up to, and that they're interested in as far as their future career goals are. And yeah, again, we serve students all over Alachua County. And so we're looking for businesses all over Alachua County as well, so that students can be matched with businesses that are close and convenient for their parents or whoever to transport them to. And again, that are aligned with our student interests. We begin the job matching process in early May, and we'll reach out to students towards the end of the month with those placements. In June, right after the school year ends, we will host a 2-day orientation where students will come and meet with our staff of job coaches to receive employability training. They will learn how to clock in and out of work. They will receive financial literacy training so that they know how to read checks. They know how taxes work. They know or will learn how to budget their money. We also offer split deposit savings, or not our savings match program, but we've had a savings match program in the past. But as of now, we still offer split direct deposit to help students reach their savings goals. And I'm probably missing some other things, but again, we spend 2 full days going over everything that students need to be successful as students within the program before their jobs begin. And then we begin the work period the following week. Students have the opportunity to work from 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how many hours they work. We ask that students work a minimum of 20 hours each week and a maximum of 25. So students have the opportunity to earn up to 150 hours over the course of our summer session. Again, the period or the work period begins in early June, and the initial 6 weeks goes until I think July 20th. And then we will have the additional makeup period, as Anissa already mentioned, for students to make up any hours that they might have missed due to sports commitments or vacation or whatever. One of our goals is to ensure that our program stays student focused. So we want students to be able to have a full summer, to be able to do all the things they want to do, but also work and earn money and know that any time off will not count against them. Okay. At the end of the work period, we will host a end of summer celebration to honor our students who completed their work hours. We want all students to work at least 100 hours to be considered completed. And we will host trainings and other things to ensure that students receive the full amount of hours allotted to them. But again, we want them to at least do 100 hours, and they can do a maximum of 150 hours throughout the course of the summer. Yeah, so that's our process.
So in terms of the services that TeensWork Alachua provides, of course, like Sade mentioned, we are in our student recruitment phase. So we have been attending some community events to drum up the word and enthusiasm about our program. Also in May, that is when we conduct our student matching process. So that includes not only taking into account student interest, but also their proximity to the work sites. And during our interview process, we do ask students how they will make it to work and who will be taking them to work to keep that in mind. As job coaches with TeensWork Alachua, we serve as the HR liaison for our students. So we help them through that HR onboarding process, all of the policies they'll have to sign, the tax forms that they'll have to sign, and just our own program policies just to make sure that they know everything that they're signing up for this summer. Job coaches also take care of payroll services. So once students are in our summer program, they are assigned a job coach who will then approve and monitor their time cards each week throughout the summer to ensure that students are being paid fairly and accurately. We also provide career training for students in the form of soft skills training through the My Florida Ready to Work program, and students will receive a certification if they do test for that. as well. So we do have that availability or available for students. Job coaches also act as a support person for employers. So if they need help mentoring students, we're there for them. Any questions that they may have just about the internship process, we're there for them as well. Job coaches do weekly visits to their work sites in order to ensure a smooth transition for the student and the work site during the summer. In addition to that, we do financial literacy training as well to ensure that students not only are making money, but they are saving and budgeting their money as well, which is super important to us. So we just try to support students and businesses at all fronts.
Thanks, Anissa. And just to piggyback on that, we understand that this is a first work experience opportunity for a lot of our students, and they come from a wide array of backgrounds. So I just want to really reiterate the fact that we are here to support students all the way through the process, from the time they apply to onboarding, meaning going through their HR paperwork, getting their I-9 and W-4s together and all of that. We're here to introduce students to how that process works, and again, are here to support them throughout the entire summer. We conduct workshops throughout this summer so that we're honing in on these topics as far as financial literacy, career planning, postgraduate opportunities. We have a lot of community partners that come in and work with our students. We have mental health counselors who come in during orientation. And again, this program is extremely student focused so that we can set our students on the pathway to upward mobility and just laying the foundations towards their future careers. So our business partners that we work with provide up to 25 hours of work each week for our students. They also provide on-the-job training and mentoring. They will provide student feedback. So again, like I said, this is a first work experience for a lot of students. So it is a learning process for a lot of them. But the businesses know that mentoring is the cornerstone of our program. So they will receive that from the worksite supervisors, as well as our job coaches who are there to help alleviate or just mentor or coach our students through whatever issues that might arise as they're working. As Anissa already mentioned, that it is a huge learning curve, not a learning curve, but just a learning experience as far as budgeting money, budgeting your time, and time management. So we know that, that might come with some growing pains, but we're here to work with our students all along the process. And our business partners will also verify the time that our students have worked, just to make sure that we're, again, paying students equally or fairly for the work that they have done over the week.
So in addition to just employment opportunities, TWA students have a lot to gain from this program. So from the on the site work and also just our job training, they develop social intelligence. From our student interviews, a lot of them highlight a skill that they want to build is communication skills. And of course, we all know that that is super important in the workplace. So that is one of the main focuses of our soft skills training, is honing in on those customer service communication skills to not only help them in the workplace, but just within life as well. In those soft skill trainings as well, they will learn work norms, soft skills, as I said, and cultural competency as well. We serve students from a lot of diverse backgrounds. So we want to make sure they also can serve people of diverse backgrounds within the workplace as well. We also talk to them about career pathways and educational opportunities. So like Sade said, we're not only talking about what they can do now within the space of them being in middle school or high school, but we also prepare them for any post-secondary opportunities that they may have in terms of going to college or just entering the workforce, what certifications they can earn, and just bringing to light some of the opportunities that they may not be privy to. We also help them build professional networks. Them having this experience of not only having a job coach that they can rely on for any recommendation letters that they might need and any support that they might need as well. They'll also have a supervisor and a connection with the business already. We do have a number of students who, after their summer programs, have been hired on as either part-time or full-time staff for these businesses. So they really are developing their professional networks just by participating. And we have had students who will participate each year until they age out of the program, which allows them to kind of expand their networks. And as we mentioned as well, we do have a tremendous focus on financial literacy and management skills, time management as well, because that is so important. And we've seen a lot of success with our students and great feedback from them about how much they've learned with that. And a lot of students might come into the program ready to spend all their money, and they come out of the program having saved money, which is always a plus.
Of course. Okay, so tips for success as a TeensWork Alachua intern. So we just wanted to talk to you guys about what makes a successful student intern, because there are skills, again, that our students will be gaining over the summer, but we just wanted to kind of fill you in on some things so that you know what to expect, okay? So like we've mentioned a few times already, this is an excellent opportunity to build on your time management skills. So again, that includes getting to work on time and to trainings. We will be hosting multiple workshops throughout the week. We ask that students try to attend at least one, not ask. Well, we do. It's mandatory that they attend at least one training over the course of each week so that, again, we can ensure that they're getting these life skills, money management skills, and just other opportunities to learn about post-secondary options. Like Anissa said, this can include college, trade school, going into the workforce. We're just here to prepare students for whatever their post-high school plans are. But to be successful as a teen, even from the time you start this program, you need to be responsive to emails because that's how we communicate with our student applicants. So for the time you apply, we follow up with an email to let you know that we received the application. And again, because this program is facilitated by Goodwill Industries of North Florida, the initial application the students do is through Goodwill's website, which is an adult application. So from time to time, students have some questions about that application process. It asks about when you completed high school, but again, our students have not yet completed high school. So you'll just put 12th grade or whatever the indicator is there, and then just write in the school that you're currently attending. But we follow up with an application from our own program that we ask students and parents to fill out together. That's where we get more information about the student, their interest. The parent will provide household demographic information, and it's just an opportunity to make sure that we have the correct context for both the students and the parents, because we try to include the parents in every step of the process as well, so that they know what's going on with the program. We're, again, really big on emailing students and parents together so they know what we're saying to students, and they can communicate with us as well. We also ask the students to be respectful and mindful in their interactions with others. This is especially important on the workforce. We want to make sure that everyone is culturally sensitive to working with different demographics, and that they remain customer service oriented and professional in their communications, whether it be verbal, written, body language, etc. We make sure to teach this over and over throughout the course of the program. We also know that students get out of whatever you put in the program is what you get out of it. So it's important to be mindful of your attitudes regarding it, okay? If you have a positive attitude, you'll get positive results. And having a positive attitude really goes a long way. Being open to experiences, being open to meeting new people, being open to communicating with superiors or your supervisors and just customers in general. One thing that we really stress is the power of networking and making a first impression or a good first impression. So again, we really stress to our students to be open to new experiences and to keep a positive attitude and an open mind, because we have seen our students go from shy, timid students to blossoming, outgoing, confident students right before our eyes. And it's really amazing to see that progression over the course of the summer. And especially for our returning students who come back year after year. We saw a lot of our returning students last night as we hosted our first onboarding session, and we were just really kind of blown away by the growth that we've seen in our students. I will mention that we also do a fall leadership program where we really hone in and work one-on-one with students over the course of 10 weeks throughout the fall. And we focus on building leadership skills. We work on a community engagement project this of the students choosing, and they have the opportunity to learn from local leaders in the community. And the growth that we see in that program is just truly astounding. But that is one of our goals, is to build more confident teens in Alachua County to help build a talent pipeline. We want the employers working with the local youth, so that, again, they're making those connections and building that foundation towards their future careers. But it's just a really great opportunity to see that growth within our students. We also ask that students and parents keep realistic expectations, okay? This is a job, so they will be expected to show up when scheduled. They will be expected to show up on time. They will be expected to communicate with their employers if they're going to be late or they need to take time off, which, again, we fully support. But again, we're teaching students how to communicate professionally so they can feel confident writing emails and reaching out and handling business over the phone, because for a lot of them, this is the first time they've ever had to do that. So like I said, we get contact information for our students and for the parents, but we really try to put an emphasis on students learning how to handle their own business so that they can advocate for themselves and really speak up as necessary. But again, it is a job, it's a real job, and they will be expected to show up and to work and to contribute meaningfully to the work site that they're assigned to. And last but not least, we want our teens to save money. So again, we stress financial literacy over the course of the session, through the summer and the fall. And so we're always talking about budgeting, and different opportunities to save money. In the past, we've been able to offer a savings match, which we had a lot of students take advantage of, and they were even when we saw them in the fall, they're like, wow, we saved so much money. They're just super proud of themselves. And, it was a really great opportunity. So again, while we might not be offering that this summer, we still will offer opportunities for students to save their money and to help them stick to their savings goals over the course of the summer.
I think we also had a question in the Q&A that I wanted to highlight. So they asked, if a student was a part of last summer, will they need to complete another application? Will they be contacted for this summer's program? And so, if you want to answer, you can go ahead.
Yeah, so before we start promoting the program, one of the first things we do is send out an application link to all of our alumni students. I think that went out in early January, I think January 6th, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, they will have to complete a new application for each session that they want to participate. But because they are already in or have already been involved in our program, the process will be a lot smoother and quicker for them. They're already enrolled into ADP, which is our payroll system. But again, they do have to have a fresh new application for each session, and we will call them into our office to complete another onboarding process. But it's not as long and as detailed as it is for new hires. I see there's another question. How do you apply? We will get to that, I think, towards the end of this slideshow. But if you guys are interested or just want to spread the word, you can search TWA and Goodwill together, and it will take you right to our homepage, which is on Goodwill's website. Or you can also search TWA/Children's Trust of Alachua County, and that should take you to our application as well. But you have to apply. The links are on both of those pages. I think we'll have it listed on a slide towards the end, but it is something that you can search on Google and pull up the application that way. It will open up into a site called ADP, which is the site that Goodwill uses to post their job postings and employment opportunities. So you will fill that out there. We will receive the application and send out some correspondence to let you know that we received it, as well as a follow-up survey that will allow you guys to give us more information about your students, again, their career interest and household demographic information, and just ensure that we have the correct contacts for both the students and the parents. And then the last step after that is onboarding. So after you've completed the follow-up survey, We send out email invitations for students to book an appointment online to come into our office and complete the last step of the process, which again is enrolling into our payroll system, being interviewed, and completing some paperwork to complete the process.
Yes, and the links about more information about TWA and also how to apply will be at the end of this presentation in a QR code. But we will also make sure to send Miss Tina all of the information to send to you guys after this webinar so that you have all the resources available to you. So I think that Sade kind of hit on some of these points, but our goals within TeensWork Alachua and our mission is really to build a talent pipeline within Alachua County. So the youth is our future. So that is why they are the population that we are most concerned with. And we want to impact them not only through just trainings, but also through mentorship. That's a big part of our job coaches and just what we do within this program. Not only kind of being that HR person for them, but also just a support person. Our job coaches are people who have been in the workforce as well, so they can speak to that experience to students. These are people who also have prior experience working with children and also youth between the ages of 14 to 18. So they are well equipped to mentor students through their first job experiences as well. And we're dedicated to promoting a positive outlet for teens, especially to participate in during the summertime when students have a lot of downtime as they're out of school, and we want to make sure that they are putting their energy into something positive. So that's really why our program exists, as well to fuel their career and professional aspirations. We also want to make sure that the work sites that partner with us are satisfied with that partnership. So we pair students to businesses that are within their interest so that they're already interested within that field as well, ensuring a smooth transition. And also just the support of having a job coach that can help you mentor students, because a lot of our work sites or some of our work sites that we've worked with, this might be their first time participating in an internship program like this. So having that job coach that can kind of coach them through the process of how to work cross-generationally is super important. And really the heart of our program is really just strengthening our community by impacting the youth. By investing in our youth, we are laying the foundation not only for them to give back to their communities, but also just to pour into their future career aspirations as well. And Trey, I don't know if you want to add anything to this slide as well.
I think you got it. Okay, so just we wanted to share a couple of statistics regarding the TeensWork Summer Program. So these statistics are from our 2024 session, where we found that 98% of surveyed teens felt that they gained valuable work experience in preparation for their future jobs and learned skills that would benefit them in the future. So we were really pleased with the results there. We also had 92% of our employers agree that the teens gained valuable skills. One thing that we're super proud of is the fact that our work sites come back year after year, and it's really great. As of right now, I think we have worked with over 150 employers within the Alachua County region or within Alachua County. And we are always looking to bring on more and more businesses because, again, we really want to place students in jobs that are aligned with their future career goals, and our jobs that they're interested in. So again, we're always seeking new businesses, but we're really proud of the fact that these employers have been able to pour into our students just as our TWA staff has been able to, and that all of us agree with the mentoring aspect, and understand that, this is life training for our students. So we've had, as Anissa mentioned, several employers go on to hire students full-time or as permanent employees, because mind you, this program is paid, or our student salary is paid from our program budget. So the employers we work with don't pay any students. Again, they're here mostly to mentor students and to host students throughout this first work experience. So we're really proud of, the statistics and the numbers and our evaluation reports every year because they tend to get better and better. So we're really proud of the work we're doing, and again, the growth that we are seeing in the teens who have been a part of our program.
So some more numbers for us to go through. So TeensWork Alachua has been in operation since summer 2022. And since then, through our summer and fall programs, we have served over 750 students, which is mind-blowing to me. And we usually have these last two numbers are from our 2024 summer session. So on average, students earned $1,605 at the end of the summer, which this is why we really hone in on that budgeting aspect and the financial literacy aspect so they know how to manage that amount of money as well, especially their first time kind of touching that amount. Um, in 2024, as a whole, our students clocked in at over 38,220 hours of work, which is, again, another amazing number. And it just goes to show how hard our students are working. We have a majority of our students kind of hit that minimum of 100 hours per summer, but we do have a good amount of students that hit the maximum amount of hours as well. We see a lot of students that are just enthusiastic and ready to work, and the numbers prove it.
Right. And we look forward to seeing that average amount of money earned increase this summer because there is a wage increase of $1. So the students are now earning $13 an hour. So we look forward to seeing that number increase as well. But again, yeah, we're just super proud of the work that our students have put in. A lot of them are enthusiastic or ecstatic about going to work and earning money for the first time. And it's just something that they feel really good about at the end of the summer. And we're just so thankful to be able to offer this program to our community. I see that there is another question. Okay, I guess that's not for me, but someone is asking if the recorded video could be sent to attendees. I don't know if that's a question Tina can answer.
Yes, so the video is recorded, but it'll take us a while to get it all edited and post it to the website. But if there is any questions that you have that you may have missed, please feel free to email me and we'll make sure that you get the contact information and the ladies will put some information up for you to be able to contact them as well and find out the information. So you even if you missed it or even if you have questions, you'll definitely have those questions answered.
Perfect.
So here are just some photos from our past summer session of students at work. So just by these photos, you can see that students work in a variety of different roles, whether that be childcare, in the food industry, doing office admin work as well. We also have a pair of students here that worked at Santa Fe College. So we just provide a range of job experiences to encompass the variety of our student interests that we see each year.
So here we have a couple of employer testimonials. So I'll read a few of them. One says, I am very proud and thankful to be a part of this program because not only did the program help my business by allowing me to have extra workers, it also provided a meaningful experience for me to be able to work with, mentor, and get to know the teens as well. Another employer said, we believe in this program and keeping teens off the streets and earning a paycheck. And last but not least, someone said, I was short-staffed and needed help. This was a way to help my business and to help the students get experience. We've also had a lot of wonderful testimonials from students. One worker or student worker from last year said, the TeensWork program taught me how to be a responsible and respectful and to work on my communication skills better. Another student said, I truly learned a lot of valuable lessons that will help me in the workplace. And last but not least, it's helped me to be more outspoken and understanding and has also helped me with my communication skills. And again, these are just testimonials from the student survey that is sent to our students from the Children's Trust, again, who is our funder. But we hear just so much amazing feedback from our students ourselves, which I wish we had shared, but in times we've gotten whole essays about what this program has meant to them, and just how it's helped them to grow their confidence, their public speaking skills, has just exposed them to financial literacy that they've never received, and again, post high school planning and so on and so on. So again, we're just really proud of the impact that the program is having on the local workforce, and again, most importantly, our students, who this program is for.
And so we do have, because, our program is pouring into our students, a lot of success stories come out each summer. So we did a TV 20 interview with one of our TeensWork Alachua interns, Ms. Layla Galasso, who worked at Trinity's Day Spa, where she excelled through the program and was then hired on as permanent staff after the summer session. The owner of the day spa had assisted her in gaining new skills, support in just her entrepreneurial interest as well, and also funding to help her establish her own beauty business. So we do have that success story linked within this PowerPoint. But if you look this up as well, the story should come up within Google. But that's another link that we can share with Ms. Tina if you are interested. We also have a list of other businesses who have hired on TeensWork employees permanently. So Dave's New York Deli, the City of Newberry's Office of Planning and Economic Development, the Alachua County Library, and many, many more.
Many, many more.
Many, many more.
So here's a list of our 2024 worksite partners. So again, we have partnered with Santa Fe. We work with most of the local schools, which is really important to us because we're sure that if students can make it to school during the school year, they can make it there during the summer, and continue to build relationships with the staff at the schools that they work with. So we're really thankful for those partnerships. And that list is even more extensive than what is listed here. We do work with several daycares, which is really important to us because a lot of our students want to work with children. They've also been assigned to several summer camps where they have been given the opportunity to serve as junior camp counselors. We also have, here's a short list, but we work with City of Gainesville. So we have several offices, including these right here, which is the Gainesville Community Reinvestment Agency, the Office of Equity and Inclusion, Sustainable Development. We worked with Climate, or, oh gosh, what is the office? I forget it, but climate something, Parks and Recreation, Public Works, so on and so on. Risk management, I know is another office we've worked with in the past, but several City of Gainesville offices, as well as local government. So that includes the City of Archer, City of Hawthorne, and the City of Newberry. Let me say there's another city we've worked with that's not listed here, but we're all over city or local government. We also partner with most of the local library branches, as well as other industries such as finance, veterinary and animal services, several restaurants, and nonprofit organizations. We do bring on some retail and boutiques to, to work with us as well. But one thing that we really try to focus on is career-oriented jobs. So we don't do fast food, and a lot of other local retailers, but the retailers we do work with are business owners. So we love exposing our students to entrepreneurs, especially our students who are interested in learning entrepreneur skills. So that's something we've been really proud of. We also work with the Gainesville Police Department, Fire and Rescue, the Sheriff's Office, as well as several beauty services or people in the beauty industry, because that is something that is always requested by a lot of our young ladies. They want to learn how to do the hair, the nails, the lashes. So we've brought on a bunch of work sites, not a bunch, but a few work sites to help accommodate that interest, as well as barbershops. I think we worked with 3 last year where our young men got a lot of hands-on experience working with these barbers who, again, everybody we work with and partner with are dedicated to community service and to mentorship and to really bring on these young people and giving them a helping hand and showing them firsthand what it takes to run a business, firsthand what it takes to, be successful in the workforce and so on and so on. So we're really happy about that. We do have a few media companies that we've worked with, including Two Fiesta Radio. We worked with Luke's Media Company, which was a really cool opportunity for some of our students who were interested in photography. They learned how to fly drones and to take large scale photographs over areas all over the county, which was really cool. Again, we have some plant businesses and health and wellness, but again, we're always looking to expand the businesses that we work with so that we can offer a wide array. And again, this is just a shortened list that we could fit on one slide. There are several more businesses that we've worked with and even more that we're recruiting right now for the summer 2025 session.
And so that concludes our presentation here. That QR code goes to our landing page on the Goodwill website, where not only can you see some more information about TeensWork, that's where you can find the student application as well as the business interest form for prospective work sites. So we can make sure that we send the link that this QR code goes to Miss Tina as well so that everybody has it. But take some time, scan it. Any questions that you guys may have, we're all ready to answer. And just thank you for the opportunity to get to speak to you guys. And we hope that we can work with your families and your children this summer.
I do want to add just one more page, maybe if I can do it quickly, to our slideshow here, so that we can provide our contact information as well. I know not everyone is able to use the QR code right now, but I do want to make sure that you can reach out directly to our office. But can I do this quickly? Hold on one second.
Well, while she does that, if anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer any.
And so will this landing page take them straight to the application
So
or?
that brings them straight to the Goodwill website with more information about TeensWork Alachua, and that's where the link to the student application is. So what I can do, let me stop sharing for a moment, and then I can bring up that landing page for everybody just to see
Okay.
where to navigate everything.
And that'll be the one to get them directly to the application?
Yes.
Perfect.
So let me go back.
I just love the fact that it not only allows them to work, but it allows them to learn about that financial literacy piece that, once you get out and you get your first job, most of the time that's not something that comes with your job. You're just making money, spending it, knowing nothing about saving. And so that is super amazing that you guys have, incorporated that into this whole process.
Yes, thank you so much. And this is the landing page that that link brings you to, and you can see some of our beautiful faces on this website, as well as the beautiful faces of some of our interns as well on this page. So once you go down, there is a link for if you do know any businesses that would like to invest in a student, there is a donation link here where they can either set up a monthly or one-time donation. If you scroll down, this is where we give the program requirements for students and what they can get out of the program. And this is the link where they can apply today. And so we do add right here on the search bar, type in TeensWork Alachua, because this will just bring you to the general job board for Goodwill. But once you search in TeensWork Alachua, they will be clicking the TeensWork Alachua Youth Summer Program. That is the student application that they will have to submit and apply to. So we will make sure that all of those links are available. And then if you scroll down a little bit more on here, if you know any interested businesses, this is where it tells them what they get out of the program and also a link to our business interest form to gain some more information about how to become a TeensWork partner. So I do see.
Quick questions here. Okay. I do see a question saying, can we reiterate the time frame for when they would start, the makeup dates, and is it 20 hours per week? So yes, our students are going to participate in an orientation um, on Wednesday, June 4th and Thursday, June 5th. So that's immediately after the school year ends. So we're trying to gather them while they're still in school mode, knock those orientation dates out, and then they will begin the work period on June 9th. The initial work period is 6 weeks, and that ends on July 20th, at which point we will begin the makeup period, which will run for 2 weeks. So that final date, I think, ends on August 3rd, which is a Sunday. Um, and we have a end of year celebration scheduled for Tuesday, August 12th. But we will send out more information to our students enrolled at a later time. And as far as the work hours, we want students to work a minimum of 20 hours and a maximum of 25 hours. So between 20 to 25 hours each week. So depending on how many hours they work each week will determine how long they can work in the program. If they're just averaging 20 hours for the majority of the initial work period, they can continue to earn hours during the makeup period. But if they're consistently earning 25 hours a week for the first 6 weeks, they will conclude the program on July 20th. And there's another question about computer technician job. I don't think we currently have anything in that field right now, but we did just make or create a new partnership with Alachua County's Career and Technical Education Department. So we have brought on a robotics program. They're bringing on an engineering program for our students to be able to work at, as well as HVAC, automotive, and one culinary arts. So we're super excited about that new partnership. But yes, computer or IT is a department that we're absolutely trying to get into. So I want to say that keep checking back because we are continuing to recruit more and more businesses. So hopefully we will have something in that field. And again, that's why we ask so many questions in our follow-up survey so that we can know our students' interests. And then again, reiterate it during the interview so that we can ensure that we're working extremely hard to have jobs available that, again, are in alignment with what our students are looking for.
Awesome.
Okay,
Very
so I
good
did.
questions. Very good questions. And so if anyone joined after we opened up, if you have questions, please use the Q&A feature. If you are on your computer, then it's located at the bottom of the webinar window, and you can just go ahead and type your questions in there.
I will say that I did also add an additional slide to our slideshow that has contact information. I see any? Okay. So we have our office phone number here as well as our email address. It doesn't have it has the regular Goodwill website, but the link below has the direct link that you can use to get to the landing page that Anissa was just on where students can apply for our application. But you can also feel free to email us and we can email you the application and any other materials. Or if you have any questions in general, please take down our number and our email because we would love to hear from you and to help support your students throughout this application process.
Okay, and I see one question asking, are all of the kids accepted who meet the requirements? So the eligibility requirements are step one to be eligible for the program. However, it is a multi-step process. So once students they are eligible for the program, they then have to take it upon themselves to apply to the program. Then we send the follow-up survey, which then they have to send a response to. Once they give us that response to the follow-up survey, we send them links to sign up for an onboarding appointment. And they have to successfully complete that onboarding appointment, meaning that they have to bring all of the documents that they would need for an I-9 form to our office. They have to complete a saliva-based drug test. They have to interview with us as well. So they have to fully go through onboarding and be fully onboarded in order to be accepted to the program. Another thing to note is that our program is first come, first serve, just because we do serve so many students and it is very popular within the community. So we do tell students as well to, hop on the application and just stay updated on everything. Get stuff done as soon as you can, just to ensure that you have a good chance of being accepted into the program. And I see that Sade is answering one of those other questions. When can you start applying to the program? We are accepting applications right now. So if you go to the link below right here on the Goodwill landing page, it does provide a link for you to apply, for students to apply to the program. So we are currently accepting applications. However, I would say to get their applications in as soon as possible.
Correct. We're looking to serve at least 260 students for this upcoming session. But again, interest is really high for this program. So yes, we do encourage you to apply immediately. Continue to check your email so that you can stay up to date with the correspondence that we're sending out, because again, time is of the essence, and it's the people who respond and complete every step who are able to move forward in the process. So again, the first step is the application. Then you'll have to wait for us to send our follow-up survey. You'll complete that. And after that's completed, you will be invited into our office to complete the onboarding process. One thing I did want to note is that we also ask that students bring in direct deposit information. If your students do not yet have a bank account, that is okay. You have the opportunity to open one in our office through our partnership with VyStar Credit Union. This is something that we're super happy to be able to offer students, because VyStar does allow 14-year-olds to open non-custodial accounts. And we really love this because, again, we have a huge emphasis on financial literacy. We want students to be in control of their own money and to learn how to manage that money. So every student has to have a bank account where they have their name listed on the direct deposit form. But again, we do allow VyStar applications to be opened in our office. And we have a really great VyStar rep who keeps students and families informed every step of the way. So you'll know when that direct deposit letter goes out. They send it to us directly. So after you fill out the application in our office, you don't have to do anything but wait in the mail for your debit card to be delivered to you through the mail. But again, she's super responsive. She gives out her cell phone number so that if students or parents have any questions, they can reach her directly. And she works out of the location on 8th Ave, which is, I heard, is now closing. So hopefully we'll now be able to work with the bank location that is right next door to the Goodwill. And just FYI, guys, we are located at the Goodwill on Southwest 34th Street off of Archer Road. We just renovated the store, and they have a wonderful good career center that is located to the left of the store once you enter. It's a really beautiful facility. Not only is TeensWork Alachua housed in that office, but we also offer career services for the community at large. So anybody who is not eligible for our program could still come into our office, learn how to get employment with the Goodwill, or anywhere. So we do resume building and just other career readiness skills and trainings. We also have an awesome training room that is open to the public to use free of charge. So just feel free to come by, check out our facilities, check out the new store, and to see what else Goodwill is offering the community.
Awesome. I did answer one question in the chat that said that when they clicked the link to apply and search TeensWork, it didn't show the application. So if you email us directly at twa@goodwillnorthfl.org, we can send you the application link directly. So if that's not popping up for you, when you click the link to apply and search TeensWork Alachua, just shoot us an email and we can get that information over to you.
I also think you can search TWA and pull it up that way as well. There could have been an error in the spelling or something, but an easier way is just to search TWA on that job posting. But I think the link should open up to the two postings. We actually are hiring right now for a part-time job coach. So if you guys know anyone who is interested in that role as well, feel free to spread the word. That is a position where you will be available to help mentor students, help guide them through their first work experience, and also help out with trainings as well. So that is available for 30 hours a week at $20 an hour.
Awesome. And so the question that you answered about for
Yes.
orientation on June 4th and 5th, is it required for them to attend both? And your answer was yes. That's just in case anybody else had that question and
Right.
just didn't ask. So it says yes, but you will host a makeup session.
Right. So
Okay.
students have gotten through the process. They will be emailed the orientation dates well in advance. They'll have an opportunity because we will be offering 2 sessions on each of those days. So if like the morning session didn't work, you can attend the afternoon session, but you do have to attend on both days to make sure that you receive the full 8 hours worth of training. And we provide lunch for our students and other just helpful information to help them be successful throughout their summer work experiences. Yes, we do host makeup sessions, but that's something that you'll have to communicate with us early, so that we can make accommodations for that.
And
Okay.
one thing to note about orientation too is that students are paid for their attendance at orientation. It's a paid training. So it is important that they come to that, not only to know how the program works and how the summer will look for them, but also to receive all the money that they can earn for the duration of the summer.
Very
Right. And
nice.
that time is paid outside of the 150 hours maximum that they can make. So, um, yeah, so those are additional hours that don't count towards their summer work experience.
Very nice.
Hmm.
So first come, first serve,
Hmm.
but you have to fill out all of your paperwork and go through all of the steps in order to be on that list you said 200 and
60.
60
200.
students.
Okay.
Hmm.
All
Yes.
right. This is so awesome. I'm so excited for our Alachua County families and myself as well. So I'll definitely be making sure that our families know about everything that's going on. So if anybody did miss tonight, I'll definitely be pushing that information out. Um, it looks like we've seen another question pop up.
Yes, so they asked, does this summer work count towards the requirement for voluntary hours towards graduation? And yes, so we have our job coaches fill out Bright Futures forms for our students because the 100 hours of work absolutely does count towards Bright Futures. So we want to not only have our students meet that work requirement, but to get all of the benefits for completing all of that work. So we do help them throughout that process. We let them know that that's available to them, and we fill out the forms with all of their work hours because we, view their time cards and manage those and send that off to them so that they can utilize that.
And that's really great. I'm glad that Bree asked that question because that is something that we're also super excited to offer students. As of 2022, in order to qualify for Bright Futures, you can do the 100 volunteer hours, or work hours can count towards that requirement as well. So we're super excited to be able to provide that to our students. And we've seen students go on and obtain those Bright Future scholarships. So it's just been a wonderful aspect that we're just super proud of as well.
So now I know I had another question and I just can't think of what it was now. Oh, will you guys, I know you said that you hosted an onboarding event. Will there be any more that folks can join into? So do you guys have the dates already for those?
We do have to pull them up, but we will be hosting one every week. So we just hosted the
Oh,
first one. So we have 9 more coming up. And I will say that I think our next one is closed, but if that's okay because we still have plenty of availability at the additional dates in late March, all through April, and I think our last one is on May 1st. But again, in order to receive information to book on those dates, you have to complete the application and complete the follow-up survey, and then we will automatically send you those onboarding links.
awesome. And then do parents join the students during
Yeah.
that onboarding session? Okay.
That's great because we want, again, for families and guardians to be included in every step of the process so they know, what's going on with their students and they can help as well. There is some paperwork that parents have to sign. So we do ask when we send out the onboarding information that you come prepared with your documents, such as a photo ID. If you don't have a photo ID, that's okay because we can generally pull the Skyward accounts of our students. But you need to come with your social security card or at least the number to go through the process. Like I said, we ask students to bring their direct deposit information, but if you don't have a banking account for your students, that is absolutely okay because we can handle that in our office. But yes, we want parents there just so that they're caught up on what the process looks like and what the summer is going to look like and what all we offer to our students. And we do have them sign a student parent agreement. They sign a photo release for the students, and they do have to provide consent for us to use student information to provide to our funders, the Children's Trust of Alachua County. So yes, a parent does need to be available at the onboarding process or a guardian.
Okay, so with the IDs, if our students don't have IDs, can they go and get one at the driver's license office and they'll give them one, or will they be able to use the student IDs?
Yes, they can absolutely go to the locum DMV. We can help schedule those appointments. We've helped pay for IDs in the past. Again, Goodwill's mission is to remove barriers to employment. So we are here every step of the way to help assist students so that they can meet our basic requirements to be eligible for our program, not the basic requirements, but to help them ensure that they can have everything that they need to qualify for employment with our program. We also offer transportation help and help with uniforms so that students have professional wear or the correct work shoes or whatever else they need, which is something else that we've been really proud to be able to offer the community as well.
That's so awesome. I'm so thankful that you guys came on and joined us. This is great. So thank you again.
So I see one more question. It says, I'm not seeing how to apply on the website. It looks like an adult Goodwill job. So again, you should be able to search Teens Work. We do have two posting available. The one for students has youth in the title. So I think it's TeensWork Alachua Summer Youth Program. But again, we are hiring for a job coach right now. So that position is also available on the Goodwill website. And it just says TeensWork Alachua job coach, I believe. But the correct student program is right here. Teens Work Alachua Summer Youth Program part-time. And it says it pays $13 an hour. That's how you know you're on the right page for your student.
And just so that you know, here on the landing page on Goodwill, it does say under the link where you can apply today, just to type in Teens Work Alachua, just in case, you click on the link and you're like, what do I put in? It should be on that website as well. So as long as you search Teens Work Alachua, let me see if I can go to it again and it'll show just that regular landing page. It'll come to here. And then when you search Teens Work Alachua, those two job postings will come up. So the one for the adult job, the part-time, and then our youth summer program. And then once you click on that, that's where students can apply.
Correct. And if you have any trouble locating the job or have any questions again, feel free to reach out to our office. The age requirement to participate is age 14 to 18. So we've had applicants as young as seventh graders apply to our program who have been accepted. And we've had students start in seventh grade and continue to participate again until they age out of the program. Yes, but we do not accept seniors as of this year. So this program is for students currently enrolled in the Alachua County school system. Meaning when the program starts. So by June 1st, they have to be age 14. So even if you have a 13-year-old, if they're age 14 by June 1st, they are eligible to participate. And again, we're serving students up to the age of 18 who have not yet graduated by June 1st.
Awesome. And then when you say Alachua County school system, is that all of our Alachua County schools, or is it only Alachua County public schools?
All of Alachua County schools. So everybody in the county. This program is TeensWork Alachua. So anyone who lives in the county, attends any school in Alachua County or homeschool equivalency, oh gosh, I'm saying that wrong, but any homeschool program, any GED program, anything of that nature, if they have not yet graduated, they are eligible to participate. You just have to live in the county as well.
Perfect. Okay, so I don't see any additional questions. If you have something real quick while I'm wrapping up, please go ahead and feel free to drop that question in. because we have concluded our time and we don't want to hold these ladies because I'm sure that they have so much work to do, but we are so happy that they were able to join in and provide us with this information. So thank you guys again for joining us on tonight's Zoom. We appreciate your participation. Each week, you are welcome to join me right here on our Thursday evenings at 6 o'clock for more informative discussions just like this one. If there is something that you guys decide that you want to know about and I haven't had a host on it, please let me know so that way I can find those hosts and provide you the information that you need or that you should want to learn more about because that's what I'm here for. My parents, I'm here for my students. So I just want to make sure that you are connected with those resources. And again, my name is Tina Folston Hayes. I'm the Parent Academy Specialist for Educational Opportunities and Outreach for the Alachua County Public Schools. And you are welcome to join me. I think it's next Thursday. I don't think it's spring break yet. I'm ready for it though. But you guys are welcome to join me again on next Thursday at 6 o'clock. And let me make sure that there's no additional questions. I don't see anything. So thank you so much, ladies, for joining me again. If there is an opportunity that you guys want to come back for any reason, or you just want to give some updates or try to drum up some more students to come in, I'm definitely welcoming you back anytime you would like to join me, even next year. Once you guys get ready to kick off, so that way the information goes out early to our parents. I'm here for that too. And if anyone needs to contact either one of the ladies, please feel free to, or you can contact me and I'll push you right over there to them and they'll be willing to help with anything that you need. So thank you guys and have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you to all the parents who showed up. We look forward to working with you this coming summer.
All right. Bye.
Bye.